Hello everyone. So, I'm live today to talk about manifesting. I'm going to give it a second for everybody to come on. For more people to come on, and then I want to show you guys something that I'm looking at right now before I get started talking about this. But look at this. There's ladybugs all over this tree. Those black dots are ladybugs. I came outside because it's Earth Day, and I wanted to show you guys those ladybugs that are all over this tree. I can't remember exactly what kind of ladybugs those are, but it's really cool. I came outside because for this video I'm gonna need a ground, so I'm walking to sit down right now. I just wanted to show everyone those ladybugs. And those are my dogs. Hey, go lay down. Okay, maybe I should sit right here. They're just gonna ask for my attention. So, I guess I'll walk over here. Anyways, I'll sit with the ladybugs. How about that? It's a little windy outside today. Anyways, I wanted to talk about manifesting today, but first I want to let everyone know that I've kind of been taking a step back and not really answering anybody because I'm kind of in between realms and states of consciousness right now. And luckily I'm present enough to relay messages and present enough to thank you, Rosemary. Luckily I'm present enough to relay messages and to interact with everyone, but as of right now, even in this moment, I'm in between states of consciousness and kind of in between realms. First of all, even if for those of you who are, seeking something, you want something, and it seems like it's just not happening. It may seem like this is not, that you're just not receiving it. It's just not coming no matter what you do. Well, I want to start by saying that so for the law of attraction teaches us that in order to manifest anything that we want, we need to align with the frequency of what it is that we are wanting. And we do this by believing we already have it. And recently I've been, downloading information. It's more, and what I mean by downloading is I've just, because of being in the transitional state of consciousness in between realms, I've been remembering a lot. It's just more of remembering. That's really what it is. Whenever we gain knowledge, it's just remembering what we already know. It's just being uncovered. The more that we release what is no longer serving us. And by the way, I may not stay on the topic. That's why for the video I put add more, because right now I'm kind of flowing with it. I'm just information is in, not the internet. Yeah, though you can find some if you go to the right people, not the ones that are trying to take away knowledge. Anyways, whenever we remember anything, whenever we gain insight, even if this insight comes from what it seems to be somebody else. It's just another expression of ourselves. So in a sense, we're just simply remembering. They just help us to remember what we already know. And oh, and yes, we're actually, of course, I'm not the only one going through this in-between states of consciousness. We're actually all going through it right now, but right now I'm kind of being guided to stay in between realms. I'm being guided to, you know, I'm being called to relay certain messages that I'm receiving, and also be present here, but also be present in those other realms, receiving the upgrades and everything that is going on. So we're all actually going through this at different stages and in different ways. We're all going through this, but anyways, so like I said, the law of attraction teaches us that in order to receive what we want, we need to align with the frequency of that, of the knowing we already have that. And think about this: when we want something, when any thought comes into our mind, any thought at all, any emotion, if you go into meditation and you focus, you know, you pay attention to your thoughts, and you pay attention to, you get into that observing mind. We literally pull energy from the nothingness that we come from, and we transform it into what we're thinking about. We literally grab onto it and make it into something else. We turn it into this thought that we're thinking. And this goes with everything. You know, our emotions are caused by what we're thinking, and really it stems from the nothingness that we are. It comes from everything and nothing, because that's where everything really comes from. It comes from nothing and transforms into something else. But really that nothing is also everything, because that's where everything comes from. And this is what we do with our thoughts. What we do with our thoughts is we don't really take from that nothing. That's not the word I'm looking for, but that's the best way that I can explain it right now. We take from that nothingness, and we transform it into something else. We don't create it, because energy can't be transformed, or it can't be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed. So what we do is we just create it or transform it into something else. And this is what we do when we think about things. And this is also with our desires. You know, when we don't, most of us want something. We're always striving for more. And hey everyone coming on, happy to have you here. Yes, that's actually a better word. We absorb it, I guess. That is a good way of explaining it. And then we transform it into something else. We transform it into desires or thoughts or anything like that. And yes, I'm next to a tree, David. It's Earth Day, and I need the grounding. So I need to be in nature right now, because I'm in between realms, and to be present here on the earth plane, I need to be next to this lovely, lovely tree with the ladybugs on it. But as I was saying, so we pull it from nothing and we make it into something else. And I didn't realize that was a law. Everyone is saying the law of transmutation. Well, this is just something that I just so happen to be remembering. I don't know, I haven't looked into the law of it, but I guess what I'm explaining, so the law is the universal law of perpetual transmutation of energy. So, and I'll look into that too. That's interesting. So when we are wanting something, it's natural. It's natural as human beings, as physical beings on this earth, on this plane. We're always striving for more, and that's not, a bad thing. It's just you have to practice the detachment of the outcomes of things. But it's natural to want more. It's natural to once we reach a goal to make another one. And the thing is, though, is we need to know that because we come from this nothingness and we create it into something else, that we are also this nothingness, which is also everything. And so what this means is that whatever you're desiring is just another expression of you. Take a moment to think about that. Whatever we desire, whatever we are looking for, and this is something that I just realized myself. This is something, it was just another aha moment that I've had, and another thing that I downloaded and remembered. This thing that we are desiring, this situation, this outcome, or whatever it is, all it is, and this goes with people as well. These are just another expression of ourselves. So say you want, I'll use, for example, money, because recently I was struggling with that one until I had this realization and this this download. For example, money. Money is just a piece of paper until we again give it this meaning. But money comes from the same exact thing that we do. If we want this, we need to realize that it's just another expression of ourselves, just like everything else, because we just like we take our thoughts from the nothingness and everythingness, and we turn it into something else. We can do that when we're trying to manifest something, or we're trying to bring something to be in physical form or physical plane. And this is also how we can align with the frequency that the law of attraction tells us to do. When we connect with the knowing that everything around us is just another expression of ourselves, because we all are of the same source, and everything is just another expression of ourselves, then that helps us to much easier manifest what we're searching. It helps us to much more easily connect with the frequency of what we are seeking, because we are the frequency of what we're seeking. We already are. We just need to tap into it. We just need to connect with that. We also need to remember that we already have what we're looking for. We just need to, if we want to see it in the physical form, we need to create that for ourselves, which is why we need to connect with the frequency of what it is. And we already have this. But if we want to create it and see it and be able to hold it and touch it in our hands, we need to create it for ourselves. We need to use the infinite, expansive, limitless energy that is available to us, that we tend to just use to create the thoughts of what we want rather than creating what we want. Angela, yes. Maybe that conversation of money that we had caused the wheels in my head to start turning. But what we tend to use the infinite and limitless energy that we have available to us, the nothingness and the everythingness, to just we kind of stop at the thoughts. We kind of stop in our head, and it's important to get out of our head, take a step back, understand where this is coming from, and then use it to take action to begin to create what it is we are wanting. And dang it. And thank you to everyone who's coming on. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing, those of you who have shared. So this may be a little hard to grasp at first, but when you understand that, I mean, heck, go into meditation. If this is hard to grasp, just start meditating, and eventually you'll begin to see that your thoughts are literally coming from nothing, and you're using those thoughts to just think. Why stop there? Why allow yourself to stop there? Begin to take action, because whatever it is you're desiring, whatever it is you're seeking, know that you already have it. You already have it. You just need to do the work to put it into the form that you want to see it as. And so and this allows us, like I said, to easily share, or easily, sorry, I saw the word share in the comments. There's an example of subliminal messages, I'm seeing the comments on this, and it goes into my mind and I'm talking, so it kind of just goes out. But so and of course the way that, and of course some ways that we can begin to train ourselves to remember this, instead of getting stuck in the same old patterns of living. If you connect with this, knowing that everything comes from the same source, including our thoughts and our emotions, and everything around us is just another expression of ourselves, then you can begin to do what is necessary to take action to manifesting what it is. And whether that be vision boards, or just listening to affirmations, saying affirmations. Again, you have to align yourself with the frequency that you already have it, because you do. And that's what it kind of everyone talks about. They say that you need to align with the frequency of already having it, but in order to do that, you need to know that you really do already have it. It's not something to be achieved or gained, because it's already there. It's already there. You are just simply using the energy that it comes from to turn it into something that you are desiring. And so and this is something that I've been guided to use instead of saying, we feel, and then we get excited and we feel pleasure from receiving what we want, but then and then it seems to stop there, but in order to keep, in order to remain in this flow it's not gaining more. It's just tapping into the flow that we already have, whatever we want. And so it's coming with, it's manifesting like this. And change your words as well, the way that you speak about what you want, because this is also just another form of amplifying the energy of what, amplifying and putting more energy into what we're wanting. And so you change your words, you're like, thank you, universe, or thank you, God, for giving this to me. Think about this, giving this to me. The thing about that word, giving, that shows that we gained it from another source, that we got it from somewhere else. And this is not true. And that's a small block that we also place on ourselves. So change that to thank you for helping me remember that I have this already inside of me. It's a little bit longer, but of course you can change it to whatever helps you feel more empowered, because when we're when we understand that we are in power and that we are creators, and we connect with this expansive and limitless, just absolutely limitless nothingness and everythingness that everything comes from, then we sorry, I'm having a little bit of trouble finding the words. It's like the more that we go into, the more that we begin to connect with the source and all that is, it's like the harder it is to find the words for it. But which is why I'm actually grateful that I'm in between realms and able to be present with all of you right now to relay these messages. But so of course you can change those words to whatever suits you best, but let it be of empowerment. Let it be of helping you to remember that you are in power, that you are the creator. So instead of saying, thank you for giving this to me, whenever you receive something, instead of saying, thank you, universe, I know that was you, say, thank you, universe, thank you, me, for helping me remember that I already have this available to me at all times. Thank you for helping me remember that all resides within me, and that everything is just an expression of me. And because of course, just because you already have it available to you doesn't mean to not be grateful for it, because gratitude is the very thing that aligns us with the frequency of what we're seeking. So when you're trying to manifest whatever it is you want, then you of course, when you're picturing it, like you're picturing it, you're grateful for it, and that's should be our natural state, because in being in that natural state, we're already aligned with the highest frequency there is, and that's love. Gratitude is another expression of love, and it's another it's another expression of love. And thank you, everybody. I love you all, by the way. I'm grateful for you all being here. So when you want to manifest something, when you're desiring something, know that it's already there. Everything came from one source. Everything has come from the nothingness and the everythingness, and we have turned it into whatever it is we decide that we wanted it turned into. And that's what gives us everything around us. And so aligning with it is much more easier when we understand, when we deeply understand, and we connect with the knowing that it is already within us. We already have it, because we really do. It's not just convincing ourselves that we already have it. It's not, you know, kind of brainwashing ourselves into believing that we already have it. It's that we really literally do already have it. We just haven't done the work to place it right in front of us to be touched, smelt, tasted, whatever it is yet. And that's why that work is needing to be put into it, is just so that we can create it into whatever it is we're seeking. So that's what I have for everyone today. And yeah, that's what I have to share. I saw a question up here. It said, do you have any insight for changing words vibration about a heartbreak? Yes, I do. So like I said, try to change your words into what empowers you. Instead of saying it as you were punished in some way, see it as if you learned a lesson. So pretty much heartbreaks, I see any form of heartbreak as another lesson of learning that we have the love within ourselves. So again, just say thank you for helping me remember that my love resides within, and that I have unconditional love always available to me. And thank you for being an expression of myself and helping me remember the lesson that whatever this person has taught you. So change your words into something that empowers you. This has helped me tap into my own power. I struggled for the longest time trying to find my power. But thing is I didn't need to find it. I just needed to remember it. And that's what we all need to do. We just need to remember it. And in doing this video, I'm hoping that I am helping you remember it as well. Because we never really gain anything because we already have it. And so that also means that you can't gain knowledge. You can't gain wisdom. And that means that we just need to remember that we already have it. So, yes. Okay, I'm gonna look through the comments. And I love you all. Thank you for popping in and showing up and sharing and commenting. So I'm gonna look through the comments and see if there's any questions. And I am extremely grateful to you all. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for taking the time to remember who you are. Thank you so much for taking the time to remember who we are and aligning with your pure and true self. And following your mission. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here at this time. Thank you for being here watching and remembering who you are. So, What do I do about trolls? Love them. That's the best way I can explain it. What do I do about trolls? I love them. I give them love. That usually actually makes them go away. They get bored by love. So what I do is I just love them. I tell them I love them. I stand my ground in love. And I also know that I'm not alone. None of us are alone. We all are here together. I have a tribe, a team behind me. And if you go live as well, if any of you go live and you struggle with trolls or getting your message out, contact me, message me, and because you're a part of this tribe too. You're a part of this team too. And we can get you in, and we all support each other and help each other. So that's what I do about trolls. I love them. I just give them love. Like, I keep blasting them in love. That's the best thing that you can do. It may not seem to work at first, but the more that you just keep throwing love at them, standing your ground and not letting your ego get in the way, the more they'll either get bored, or the really awesome thing to see is they'll actually begin to feel the love, and they'll become more loving themselves. It's really awesome seeing when that happens. Candace, we're all already gifted or in tune. We just need to remember it. That's what I was just saying. It's not to be achieved, because we already have it. So how do you find out if you are gifted or in tune? Remember it. Just know that you already have it, and be able to do what's necessary to develop it. So, trolls are those people who purposely come in to pretty much stop somebody or distract somebody, or kind of project negativity onto the person to get them to stop, sharing truth or love. They mostly just work as a distraction to try and bring you down in a way. So but they're not wrong for doing that, of course. They just need a little bit more love. That's all. I like seeing everything as either a call for love or an act of love. So whenever somebody is being, negative, or whatever you want to call it, whatever it is you want to call it, actually, okay, Tiger Fangs, I'll get to your comment in a second. Whatever it is, actually, you know what, that kind of distracted me. Okay. So they're pretty much just asking for more love. So they're just asking for more love. They just need a little bit more love. Anybody who is trying to be negative or bring anybody down is just asking for more love. So Tiger Fang said the biggest lie is we are all created equal. That depends on how you see it. It's like, what is equal to you? What does equal mean for you? If you mean, because in a sense we are equal because we come from the same source and we're all one. Sorry, I got a text. But it's not equal because we're not supposed to. We all have our own missions, our own purpose that we're supposed to be fulfilling. And we're all unique in our own ways. So it depends on what you see as equal. that's really it. You know, it's just another perception, another piece of puzzle, another truth. It depends on what you see as equal. So, thank you all so much for coming. And thank you all for sharing. And I love you all. And I hope you all have an absolutely amazing day. If you have any questions, you want to join the live stream